Hey guys, Justin here with a video to help you choose the correct dual monitor KVM and the video adapters that you're going to need to set that up. There are way too many combinations to cover in a video, so this is going to be more like a fundamentals course with some common examples. We're going to go over some general rules, some best practices, the decision-making process, and then we're going to wrap up with some common issues at the end. Before we jump in, let's cover some quick basic groundwork. There are 4 common video connections: HDMI and mini HDMI, DisplayPort and mini DisplayPort, DVI, and of course VGA. Then, once you get everything set up, the video signal is going to go from the computers to the KVM, and then from the KVM to the monitors. This is really important to understand because most adapters are not bidirectional, meaning those adapters can only convert one way. For example, the adapter that converts from DisplayPort to HDMI will not convert from HDMI to DisplayPort. The first rule for almost all dual monitor KVMs is that each computer must make 2 video connections to the KVM. The KVM simply passes the video signal to each monitor, so you need 1 signal for each monitor. Next, the goal in choosing the KVM is to reduce the number of adapters. More adapters means more connections and more points of failure in your environment. Lastly, the third rule is to go for the best visual experience that you can. Better video clarity is going to reduce your eye strain, is going to make a much more enjoyable experience, even when you're working with spreadsheets and documents. Many dual monitor KVMs will require you to create a second video signal or to use an adapter to get the right connection into the KVM. USB-C is the easiest and most cost-effective way to do this. If you can't use USB-C, make sure to choose a correct adapter based on the video signal flow. Choose the adapter that goes from the source type to the target type. To make this easy, we create a list of tested and approved adapters on our website, and the page is set up like a grid with from and to columns and has Amazon links for each adapter. The brand of the adapter is actually also very critical. The KVM will add more points of connection and more handshakes in the video signal chain. Amazon has a ton of inexpensive but well-rated adapters, but they're not meant for KVM environments, so we suggest sticking to those that are listed on our website and save yourself some headaches. Finally, we recommend staying with the digital video signals if possible. This means avoiding VGA whenever you can. The first step to choosing the right KVM is to list the connections that your computers already have. Each computer needs to make 2 video connections, and you may need to convert one or both of these. Some conversions are easier than others, and we find that these are the 4 most common: Type-C to HDMI, Type-C to DisplayPort, DisplayPort to HDMI, and HDMI to or from DVI. This last one is bidirectional, so one adapter can go either way. Next, let's look at the type of connections that your monitors have. Most monitors have HDMI, but some older ones might have DVI and VGA. And for those, you'll want to use a DVI port with an HDMI to DVI adapter. If your monitors have only DisplayPort, then you should go with a KVM that has DisplayPort outputs. Now, let's determine any other USB devices that you want to use with your KVM, besides the mouse and keyboard, of course. The KVM has only 1 standard USB port, so you'll want to use a powered USB hub if you want to use more than 1 USB connection. Finally, let's choose a KVM that best fits your environment. Currently, T-Smart offers 4 different dual monitor models. All models operate the same. The difference between them is the type of inputs and outputs that they have. Here's an easy graphic pointing out each model and its inputs and outputs. As you can see, 3 of the 4 are made for HDMI monitors and 1 is made for DisplayPort monitors. The HDK and HKS models on the top are the most popular of this series. Most laptops have either an HDMI or DisplayPort video output. This means that you're going to need to create that second video signal in addition to using these ports. If your laptop has USB-C that supports DisplayPort Alt Mode or Thunderbolt, then you can go with that. You can confirm if you have these features by looking for a little DP or Lightning Bolt logo next to the Type-C port. Or, of course, you can always pull up the specs from your manufacturer. If the laptop has only USB 3.0, then you can use an external display adapter like this. They are more expensive than Type-C adapters, but still cheaper than docking stations. Lastly, you can always use a docking station, but that's going to give you many more ports than the 2 video connections that you need. We find that these models by Dell, which we've linked below, work really good with TE Smart KVMs. Connecting desktops is usually pretty easy because you already have multiple video outputs. One thing to know though is that if you have a video card, it's going to disable your onboard graphics. So you're going to only want to count the video connections on the video card if you have one. Some older desktops have HDMI, DVI, and VGA on one card. You can convert DVI to HDMI or DisplayPort, but converting to DisplayPort is going to be more expensive. We just recommend that you try to avoid using VGA. Occasionally, older desktops have only one video output. If that's the case, we recommend using Pluggable's USB 2.0 video adapter. It's rock solid and like a Swiss Army knife for older computers. Alright, that's it for today's video. It was a lot of material in a very short amount of time, so I'm sure that I missed plenty. So if you have any questions, please leave us a comment below, and then we can try to answer and help the entire community. Thanks and have a good day.